Hi, this is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Now, if this is your first time listening, thank you for finding us. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate your patience and I appreciate you listening to us and hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Well, today I wanted to have a little fun, so I'm going to call today Fun Fact Monday. And my first fun fact is pretty interesting. It was definitely something that I didn't know. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old, and they were still perfectly edible. Isn't that amazing? Can you imagine that? But I want to know who's the person who actually tasted the honey, because that's pretty interesting. I mean, that's if anybody actually tasted, but you would think so because they said it's still perfectly edible. I know I wouldn't be the one to taste it for you. Now, also, my second fun fact is, did you know that a group of flamingos is called flamboyants? That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that myself. But here's another fun fact for you. The shortest war in history was fought for at least 38 minutes. And I looked it up. Wikipedia has it between 38 and 45 minutes. And it was between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27th, 1896. Now, the reason they actually went to war was because the Sultan died, but I guess they couldn't come to an agreement as who should succeed him, and they went to war over that. You can read all about it on Wikipedia. They have a long jot or information about it, and you can read all about it on there. But I got another interesting fact for you. Did you know that octopus, I'm going to say it that way because I have problems saying it in plural. Octopus have 3 hearts. 2 hearts pump the blood to the gills, while a third heart pumps to the rest of the body. So imagine if you walked around with 2 or 3 hearts, oh, that guy is all heart. Now, I'm only kidding, but still in all, getting stabbed or shot in the heart, and you know what, take that one out. I got 2 more to go. So, I mean, imagine that though. That's kind of funny, having 3 hearts. I mean, I can't really imagine that. But did you know a group of ferrets is called business? A business. That is crazy. Oh, how about this fun fact? Did you know the word typewriter is the longest word you can write using only one row? All the letters on that one row on a keyboard. I didn't know that either. But one of the most interesting fun facts that I have honed in on is a pretty interesting one. You guys may already know this. The electric chair was invented by a dentist. Now, I have to stop here because I don't like going to a dentist. Never did, never will, but I know it's needed. But imagine this. I mean, if you're a dentist and you're probably pulling teeth, and back then they probably didn't have all the technology they have now and all the meds. So I'm assuming that somebody must have been squirming in their seat, and he's like, you gotta sit still for me, you gotta sit still. And he said, he went home one night and probably said to himself, you know what, I am tired of trying to hold these people and still or whatever. I need something, when I tell them to sit still, I want them to sit still. You know what, let me devise a chair that shoot jolts of electricity out to let them know I'm serious when I say sit still, or else I'm electrocute you. I mean, that is kind of crazy though. So I found that really interesting. And, I'm a knucklehead. So, yeah, that was definitely fun for me. And here's another fun fact. The world's largest snowflake was reported to be 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick. I really would like to see that. I wish I could. I wish I could have seen something like that, but not falling down on me. I mean, because that's kind of big, right? It might be kind of heavy as well. So that is my fun facts. I just wanted to have a little fun, but I see another one that I want to actually hone in on. The shortest verse in the Bible is John 11:35. Jesus wept. Now, I don't know if you paid attention to any of that, but I'm going to read that back. The shortest verse in the Bible is John 11:35. Jesus wept. 2 words. That was the shortest verse in the Bible that was ever recorded. Jesus wept. So it must have been really, really important at that time. And that's probably when, his friend, he found out his friend passed away, and, he felt the pain of death, of someone passing, someone he cared about, someone he loved. So I guess that's why he also, when Jesus felt the sins of the world, I can't imagine feeling anything that deep in sorrow. But I'm gonna end that there. I also see something else. Slugs have 4 noses. I can't even imagine having 2, let alone 4. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine having 4 noses on your body? I mean, you'll be probably, pretty keen at smelling things. Hey, what is that smell? Oh, that's like 13 blocks away. Oh my goodness. Imagine having 4 noses. The color red doesn't really make bulls angry. They are actually colorblind to red. Instead, they react to the movement of the cape in bullfighting. Did you know that? That's another fun fact for you. Well, I don't really have any more fun facts. I just hope that you were able to enjoy some of those fun facts. And today is the end of the month actually tomorrow is Halloween, but can you imagine that? This year is flying by like there is no tomorrow. I mean, it is really going by. And before you know it, in 2 days, it's going to be November. And then right after that, we're going to be at the end of the year in December. I don't know about you, but this wasn't a real good year for me. Hopefully my year will be better next year. I've lost my wife in this year. So unfortunately, that was more devastating than anything I've ever dealt with in my entire life. So, guys, I just wanted to have a little fun fact with the fun facts, and we'll be back tomorrow. And don't forget to stop by on Poetry Friday. I have a new poem that I created, and I want you guys to listen to it. It's going to be off the chain. And another thing, I created some music that I actually uploaded on Saturday. And Saturday, I don't normally do a podcast. It's called Pillow Talk. If you haven't heard, you're going to listen to it on the background. You're probably listening to it on the background now. And it's called Pillow Talk. But there is no talk for the podcast I have for Saturday. So if you want to check it out without me talking over it, go ahead and do so, because it's a real nice sound. It's a mellow sound. And if you want me to play some more of that kind of music, I create it. So I'll go ahead and do that. Until tomorrow, I'll see you soon.